Are we now joined by Ty Gibbs, driver for Joe Gibbs Racing? Ty, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you taking the time out. We know you're a busy young man. You've had some success here at Pocono Raceway before. What about this track fits your driving style, and what are your expectations going into the race weekend coming up?
Yeah, I really like Pocono. It's a really great facility, really great racetrack. And somehow I like going to the Pocono Mountains too. So it's an all-around cool experience for me. And I like Pocono because it's three different corners, completely different racetrack on each end of the track. And we don't have a lot of those, so it's really fun because you have to be really precise on how you drive it. Because you have to set up the car up for three different corners. So it's I feel like a really good driver's track. With the bigger motor package, definitely. And yeah, this week I feel like we're gonna have a good run. Last year we were really strong in our car, so hopefully we can come back this year and win and have a really good run in the Xfinity race too.
We're running two races in back to back. Well, actually, not back to back days. The ARCA race on Friday, the Xfinity Series race on Sunday. What can you learn from that ARCA Series race that you can apply to Sunday's Xfinity race?
Not too much. This is just completely different cars, and I feel like just more I can learn as this track time, and just kind of getting a feel for Pocono again. I've been there since last year, so it's kind of been a little bit, but just more track time than anything.
You've had a lot of success so far in your young career, especially in the ARCA Infinity Series. How does a young gentleman like you stay grounded with all the success you've been able to get so far and all the attention you've been getting recently?
I feel like that part of being prideful. That's just I've really worked on it. I don't ever want to be cocky, or I want to be humble, and that's what the scripture says for us to do too. Is I'm a big Christian, so I follow that. I just try to keep myself humble down the earth. I do what I need to do. I stay off social media as much as I can because it's a waste of my time, and I just do what I need to do and leave and keep working during the week.
As you continue to improve, you see that consistency where you're visiting victory lane and these strong finishes. What do you need to do both on and off the track for you to continue to prove and advance in your career?
There's definitely always improvement for every single thing I do in life. I feel like, and that's for all of us. I feel like you never can stop. You got to keep working at it. I keep pushing myself to the next level, no matter if it's just eating right, just doing everything. I try to, I feel like I really want to make myself a way too farly obsessed with racing, and I want to make it a habit to be like that. But I always have time where I sit down and read the Bible and study that. That's most important. I would trade that, or I would never trade that. I would always, I want to read the Bible over racing all day, no matter what I do in life. So it's the highest of the highs, and I'm making sure I keep myself grounded to that, and I work, try to work as hard as I can during the week, and just doing everything I can to be prepared and just make myself better person. Just enjoy. I gotta enjoy life too. So it's not all about racing.
Very great answer right there. Obviously, you talk about how hard you work when you're on the track and off the track to prepare yourself mentally and physically. With a last name like Gibbs, obviously hard work and dedication obviously comes and goes a really long way with that family. Is it harder for you, coming up through the ranks with a name like that? And basically, how do you handle yourself with the Gibbs name attached to yourself at all times?
It's definitely got its pros and cons for sure. I really enjoy it. I really don't care about the way I was raised. I really doesn't bother me about what people say. Really, it doesn't. It's just never been in effect, and I'm not saying that to be cocky about that, but it's just never really had an issue. I've grown up around eight cousins. Seven of them were boys, so when you grow up in a competitive environment like that, you could care less what anybody says because you're going to go out there and do the best you can. If it's playing football from inside or running around or whatever the heck it is, it's you're trying to be the best. So I raised up in a household of wolves, and it's always a fighting way to live. I feel like for me, I have to fight for what I do. It's not all handed to me like it looks like it. I fight and I work hard at it, and coming with it, there's always gonna be pros and cons and haters, but it doesn't really. I don't know. It doesn't. I don't really care about it.
Talk about your improvements over from year to year. Obviously, the success you've been having this year been on a pretty hot streak. What have you learned in the last year driving, especially in the ARCA series and Xfinity series, you've been able to apply to yourself this year in your career?
I feel like, overall, I don't really think it's a yearly deal. I think it's a daily deal. I feel like, trying to make myself a better person every single day. I'm going forward in life and, trying to be better than what I was yesterday. There's always stuff, like I said, that, the little stuff, that's what makes you the best. So, just trying to fix that. And, I feel like the biggest thing I learned is just patience, patience coming and definitely the Xfinity series with longer races. So, um, it's just little stuff like that. I could go on and on and on about what it all is, but I want to keep some of that to myself.
Absolutely, as you should.
Yeah.
You and Sam Mayer have had some great battles over the years. A lot more coming up with his schedule ramping up. He's making his Xfinity Series debut this weekend. Talk a little about your relationship with Sam and how you guys compete not only on the track, but how your friendship is off the track.
Yeah, I really don't. Sam's a really great kid, and I've had raced him a lot the last couple of years. And I really don't spend too much time with a lot of race car drivers. Honestly, I've got three close friends that are racers, and besides that, I really don't spend too much time. So, I really couldn't tell you how much. What I don't really don't know how to. I don't want to speak it for somebody. So, I don't know. How some people are, but he's a great kid, and I love racing. I race everybody the same. I want to beat them all.
Speaking of beating them all, coming up here for the ARCA race and the Xfinity race, what are your expectations heading into the weekend for Friday's ARCA race and Sunday's Xfinity Series race?
I feel like I just want to go out there and do the best I can. I feel like, like we did the last 7 races in Xfinity car, just keep hammering down and trying to get the best finishes we can. We've got our 2 wins this year, which I'm very, excited about and thankful about. To be in this position is just amazing. So, I just keep knocking at it.
And you mentioned earlier when you first started talking about the Pocono Mountains, obviously we're a great tourist destination for so many people. You and your family have been coming up here for a really long time. What do you enjoy outside of racing here in the Pocono Mountains that you feel like you want to share with the media?
I've raced mountain bikes. I actually raced in Bear Mountain. I feel like that's not too far from where you guys are, but 30 minutes. And I actually I raced mountain bikes when I was a kid. And I raced the nation's race up here, and I think I finished 7th. But I like it. I haven't spent way too much time up here, but I really like the mountains. Just anywhere I go, and it's always fun to come to Pocono.
All right. Well, I think that's all the questions we have for you today. We wish you safe travels. We'll see you up here at Pocono Raceway, and you guys have a great rest of your week and safe travel. See you soon.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, guys.